The village of Yigo is the island's largest and most northern village, home to Andersen Air Force Base, the Yigo racetrack, Guam Animals in Need, and 35 square miles of housing subdivisions and numerous farms. It's where we find incumbent Mayor Robert Lizama, who is wrapping up his fourth term on the job. When he left the police force 16 years ago, he was committed to improving his community and believes he's made good on that.
I feel that, there's still more to be done. The 16 years, I stand proud with my accomplishments, as the servant of the community.
Since his first term, Lizama was able to get the village a senior citizen center, a gymnasium, one of the island's best softball fields, and he managed to name over 300 streets in the village. If elected to another term, Lizama wants to develop the properties surrounding the Yigo Gymnasium into the Northern Yigo Sports Complex that would also be home to the mayor's office.
We'd like to see perhaps working with Chamorro Land Trust to try and get that back to the community, give it back, so that we be able to build a sorely needed community center. We lack that.
The village is also home to the highest point in the north, Mount Santa Rosa, and there's an area that Lizama says could be turned into a lookout tourist attraction.
You'll see the entire Andersen Air Force Base. You will see you actually see Factbeat Point, you actually see Taragi Point, you can see down as far as Tengisan, as far down as the high risers of Tumon. Further southwest, you're going to actually see the smokestack of GPA. You can actually see the mountains of the Charlie Corn. And then if you go further, as you walk towards around the bend there at this particular site, you actually see Menengun Hills, as far down as Paugo Hills and Talafofo.
Running a village with the largest landmass and the second highest population on the island, Lizama is hoping to change the current way budgets are divided evenly among mayors.
I'd like to work further with them and the administration to see how we can be more compensated in terms of providing funds for our community, so that we be able to better serve, repair our infrastructure.
With two other candidates running for Yigo mayor, Lizama asked constituents to look at his record and his commitment.
I've provided the service as a servant to the people of Yigo to the best of my ability and to the much that I can do, and I am not finished building our community, and I'd like to seek their support and confidence. They've given me this for the past 4 terms, and I asked for their help again for another 4 years.
Rudy Mazzanani is a Republican running for Yigo mayor.
It's always been my desire. I love helping people. I get the thrill when you help people and, you see that smile and that comfort that you've kind of helped get to people.
Mazzanani says he's running for mayor because he has a passion to help people. Having worked with Governor Eddie Calvo, Mazzanani says he's assisted people with streetlights and tax returns and road repairs.
One of the biggest priority that I have if I become mayor, and even if I don't, is the youth, to do something with the youth. Like maybe try to find out what the mayor's office can do to kind of alleviate the things that kids would go through when they're in trouble with truancy and stuff like that.
He says he's also started working with the principals of each school to see how the mayor's office can help them. If elected, Mazzanani would like to make sure there's fairness in the office.
That's a concern because I am running under the Republican Party banner, but when I become mayor, I will service the people just the same. Of course, it's very important when people approach you, and I've heard about that too. When they approach you and ask for help, sometimes they're very demanding. But you're still the mayor, and you're what you're there for is to service the people. So I'm a fair guy.
While on the campaign trail, Mazzanani says he's heard various concerns from streetlights needing to be fixed to the problem of stray dogs.
That I would do everything in my power to help them, when they come to me, because, one of the biggest things about communities is when I become mayor, I will not know how to fix their problems until I know that they have problems. It's always been my passion to help people. And when I become mayor, I ask the people to work with me. That's all I need, and I'm a hardworking guy, and I get things done.
He says he works well with the Calvo administration and with the business community and hopes to get a chance to prove himself and share his ideas to improve the village.
I'm asking the people of Yigo to support me and give me their vote of confidence come November 6th, and I will not let them down.
Democrat mayoral candidate Joseph Taitano is also running for mayor. He agreed twice to meet us for an interview about his bid for mayor, but was a no-show. However, during a recent court hearing in the government's civil lawsuit against Taitano for damages for an illegal dump on his Yigo property, we were able to briefly discuss some of his plans should he be elected mayor, such as opening up a flea market in Yigo.
I want to open up in the gym. Up in the gym is underutilized, that gym, and put up the flea market there and the farmers market. I want to contain the farmers in Yigo because 90% of the people in Yigo are farmers. So I want to put up the farmers. On the racetrack, those property, the mayor and the EPA overlook they should spend time there. Or Cabo should spend time, the governor should spend time, $500,000. $250 is his power to spend 250 and have EPA and Public Works inspect that racetrack because they're making millions and millions of dollars. Right now, as you can go up there and they're not taking any loan, they're not scaling the loan, they approximate. And the people of Yigo is losing big time money, millions a year.
Taitano also takes issue with hazardous roads in the village, saying the safety of the residents of Yigo is his priority.
The railing going up to the Miranas Terrace is a safety hazard. The dump truck going down there can go all the way down to the Miranas Terrace and fall down and kill somebody there. Before the going up that railing is not supposed to be a railing, it's supposed to be a concrete wall, like going up to Jonah. Safety first, safety first. And there's a lot of people complaining about speed bump. Some of those speed bumps have to be there. The mayor of Yigo is against speed bump because he wants to be the ruler of Yigo. He's not doing anything anymore. He forgot about Yigo. That's why I'm concerned. The biggest concern, even my dom, I'm concerned. I'm concerned on safety and health of the people. I'm not going to do something like that.
In the island's most populated village of Dededo, Mayor Melissa Savaras is running unopposed for a third term. Her accomplishments include establishing youth programs, especially sports, and mentoring children on how to be drug, alcohol, and tobacco free. Her biggest goal for her next term is to relocate the current Dededo flea market that lacks adequate infrastructure and move it to an empty lot at the corner of Marine Corps Drive and West Santa Monica Avenue near Public Health. Savaras has been working with the Farmers Cooperative.
The co-op, the concept of that would be the Farmers Co-op would run a 7-day operation where the Farmers Co-op will hire a manager for their facility, and the manager will take in and sell, promote the produce that's brought in by the farmers. That way the farmers will spend more time on their farms to produce more, so that restaurants, grocery stores can come to this one-stop location to get their fresh produce, their crops. And it's similar to the fishermen's co-op, where the fishermen come in with all their fish, give it to the co-op. So the goal is to get the farmers co-op in there, into the property first. They're going to put their infrastructure in, and then the flea market will work around the farmers co-op on a Saturday and Sunday, similar to the same concept that we have.
She hopes to use the current flea market for a park and ride to ease traffic congestion in Dededo and Yigo in the future. She also says she'll be applying for a grant to build another community center within the Liguan Terrace area near the school.